All right, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well taught in the truth. Peace and salutations be to the Akim that's pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Honor brother Yashar, Gabar, back to you again with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying unto the elect. All right. And it's going to touch on, end times, man, prophecy. All these things that's occurring in the world, it's all, part of prophecy, man. All right, we're seeing this place decay. All right, this place is falling, man. And when you see what the pestilence, war, and all these things happening, you should know that it's the Lord visiting this place, man. It's the Lord causing these things to happen, all right, so he can destroy this place, So, it's called polycrisis. Now, for edification's sake, we're going to go into this word. All right, polycrisis. It says what? The meaning, it means a situation where multiple big problems happening at the same time and all affect each other, making everything worse. All right? Poly equal many, crisis equal serious problems. And it says, for example, could be war, inflation, climate disasters, political problems, food shortages, disease outbreaks. It says instead of one issue by itself, all the problems connect to each other and connect together and create a chain reaction. And this is what you have in the world, man. A lot of chain reaction. All you see and all these things pop off. Whether it be man-made, because Esau Edom, he likes to, make these things happen. All right, for his New World Order. All right, it's called order out of chaos. He caused the problem to bring in order. All right, you seen it around the time when the 19 was going on. All right, all the shutdown, the lockdown, businesses being closing. All this shit was happening. All right, and now you have this new strand of pestilence going on, which is not new. All right, Esau. These things be already out here. But he put a new name on it, all right? And make it seem like it's just some new, big new disease going on. All right, but all this shit, it's not new, man, all right? But these are ways for him, to try to fulfill, all right, him and his new world order, all right? Putting the squeeze on people, making you afraid, so you can run to him. All right, lockdowns. All right, all this shit, man. War, all inflation, all this shit is going on right now, man. All right, and this is what we're telling you. All right, it's all part of prophecy. All right, these things has to happen. All right. Now let's grab a few scriptures here in Matthew. All right, chapter 16, verse 2. It says, "He answered and said to them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather to the day, for the sky is red, lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the time." All right, Shalaki, it's like plantation, but yeah, man. You can't discern, all right, the signs of the time. Because everyone, is living, all right, this life as if all right, nothing is going on. All right, and this is how Esau Edom wants you to be. All right, as if everything's, like as if you were in good case, as the scriptures say. Peace and safety. All right. But meanwhile, hey, it's war going on, inflation. All right. Pestilence. He's getting ready to shut things down. All right, all these things is about to happen, man. All right, so you hypocrites, all right, you can't discern, all right, the signs of the time. Yeah, you niggas still want to take trips. Still want to, live this in mirth. All right, what it says, how the pestilence supposed to have happened, all right, was on a cruise ship. In the spirit. Because you niggas love to party. You love to take trips. Hey, you even had Spirit flight. all right, be taken away, which majority of you niggas use, you know. You low level don't have that much money, you know, to travel. All right, they travel with Spirit. All right, that shit is shut down now, and that's the Spirit too. You know, you niggas love to take trips. All right, especially the fucking nigga woman. All right, it's all about living it up, taking trips, partying and bullshit. All right, but you know all this shit just got canceled. You know, hey, so this it's all leading up. All right, for hey, you people to really catch it, man. You know, hey, you people are gonna catch hell real soon, man. All right, the things are gonna change. All right, hey, it's gonna change and it's never gonna go back. All right, to normal. You know, and you seen it slightly. All right, during the C-19. You know, a lot of businesses got shut down. A lot of jobs got taken away. A lot of people got put to death. All right, and Esau Edom, he wants to come with, that 2.0. All right, worser. All right, then what was going on with the C-19? Oh, you don't want to, receive this jab? Okay, well, you X'd out. Right? You can't work. You can't buy. You can't sell. You don't want to receive the MOTB, which is most important, because that's what this New World Order consists of. All right? The MOTB, which is the C-HIP. All right? And if you're watching, everything is leading up to it. All right? Everything is leading up to the MOTB, all right, being on the scene. All right? You don't want to receive this. All right? You can't buy or sell. All right, as the scripture said. You can't take a flight. Even, what they say about 2027, all right, they try to put, kill switches on cars. All right? So Esau, wants to control everything. All right? All right, everything he wants to, control you. All right? All right, and these are ways for him to bring forth his control. Polycrisis, bring forth, chaos. All right? Now, moving on. Let's see. 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He said, he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I had told thee before, then shalt thou understand. That is the very same, whereas the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made. Yeah, so you're supposed to be measuring, all right, the time. All right, measuring the prophecies, All right, hey, it's been written. All right, what's going to come to pass? What's about to happen? All right, how it's going to happen? All right, but if you're watching, measuring the time, you'll know. All right, it's the very same time as it says, as the Most High, all right, will begin to visit the world. All right, and how is he going to visit the world? It says what? Begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right? So, and this is what, the Lord sent his prophets out, all right, to give you the warning, all right? Because it's written, but you niggas don't read, all right? It's written. So, and the Lord has sent his prophets out to give you the warning, tell you what's going on, all right? But you refuse to hear, all right? You want to debate, you don't believe. All right, now the blood is off our hands. It's on you. All right? So when the time come and the destruction come, all right, when shit hit the fan, all right, don't be surprised. All right? When the Lord removes his prophets off the streets and it's a famine of the word, hey, you're through. So this is why, you don't put the Lord off day to day. You know, hey, you want to hear this word, all right? If it's up with you, all right, and really seek the Lord, you know, and the Lord will reveal what you're seeking for, all right? You know, so measure the times, man. You know, because all the shit you see, you know, it's all signs of the end. All right. You know, so whether it be small or big problems. All right. So let's grab this. Matter of fact, nope. Let's grab this right here, the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in any great matter or small." So don't be ignorant of anything, all right? Great matter or small, you know? Hey, it be the little things, all right, that can cause a big problem, you know? People look past certain things, you know, like, as if this is how it's supposed to be, but no, it's not, you know? All right? All right, these things can, you know, change on a big scale, all right? The little things, all right? So you can't be ignorant of what's going on, all right? That's the whole point. Don't be ignorant of what's going on, whether it's small or big, you know? Now, let's end it off with this, because we know, all right? 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, so that Satan will not outsmart us. This in the NLT too, all right? So it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes, you know? So, you know, we can't be outsmarted, you know? Hey, we know what's going on, all right? You know, and anything that's contrary, all right, to what's written, all right, what we learn, you know, is completely out. So you can't outsmart. Lord willing, we be those men, all right, the elect, all right. Esau Edom can't outsmart the elect. You know, you can't deceive the elect with your schemes, your lies, your plots. All right, 'cause we know, all right. We know, you know, you want to put the squeeze on the people. All right, you know you want to comfort the prophets. You want to stop the word from going out. All right, you want to, you know, have everyone, all right, bowing down to you, all right, receiving the MOTB, all right. This is what he wants, all right. But we know, so everything we see, you know, all right, through the media, rather like the script says, whether it be small or great, you know, everything is leading up, all right, to him wanting to, you know, come with his new world order, all right. Have everyone bow down to him. All right, but hey, the Lord said when he thinks he's going to fill his belly, all right, the Lord is going to intervene. All right, hey, this devil, he's not going to get far. All right, with the shit he got planned. All right, he think he got it all figured out. All right, but hey, the Lord is laughing at him, man. All right, and through the Spirit, all right, hey, the Lord has his men, all right, laughing too. All right, we know. All right, you know. Hey, come on with it, you know, you fucking devil, you know? All right, because the faster, all right, this devil want to move, all right, with his plans, all right, the faster his kingdom is up, all right, we know that. So whenever he make that move, all right, hey, we out of here, man, all right? You know, so you're supposed to be, what, rejoicing and what's going on, all right? Rejoicing of what the Lord has happening, all right, in the earth. War, pestilence, inflation, all this shit, man, all right? So, hey, Lord willing, all right, this video was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of your millstone. Until next time, say Shalom.